Hockey fan here, and welcome to a beautiful, horribly cold day in St. John's, Newfoundland. And welcome to a beautiful, nice, warm day in my porch. I'm going through some serious postpartum, post-Jake Muzzin depression syndrome because this shit is killing me as a Habs fan. What we had going for us, if we played Toronto in the playoffs, was our defense was better, in my opinion. I didn't think they had the players to stand up as Shea Weber, Victor Mete, Jeff Petrie, Mike Riley. These guys, we got two really good top two D-men in Jeff Petrie and Shea Weber. And Mete is pretty good, really speedy and pretty good too. But other than that, it's all depth. Now Toronto has two legit, solid, really good D-men, even better than ours. Well, not better than Shea Weber overall, but you combine them, Morgan Riley plus Jake Muzzin. I would have to take that over Shea Weber and Jeff Petrie right now, especially since both are much younger. And Jake Muzzin has a Stanley Cup. He has 213 points in 496 games. He's a plus 10 on one of the worst players in the league. He's a world champ. He's an absolute fucking beast of a player, and he's from Toronto, and he wants to win in Toronto. As a Habs fan, this absolutely kills me. Sorry about the background here, folks. I'm standing in my porch. I was going to do this video outside, and then I realized it was way too cold, and I was like shaking, and I couldn't even get the words out of my mouth. Not only could I get the words out of my mouth, I feel like I'm going to vomit every 2 minutes thinking about this. Like, I was looking at the standings. If Montreal and Toronto would play right now, if the playoffs ended right now, it would be Montreal and Toronto. And I, as a Habs fan, would be absolutely disgusted. Because I don't think Montreal would be able to beat this team, barring a miracle run by Carey Price. Because they already lost him in the first game of the year. Yes, the Habs all played him a bit, but that was one of Toronto's worst games of the year, too. And, they didn't have the D going like they got it now. It's blowing my mind how good the Leafs are right now. I don't put them as legit contender. They're not better than Tampa. They're not better than Calgary. They're not better than San Jose. But they're fourth in the league, in my opinion. They could beat Winnipeg. They could beat Nashville. These are teams that they could beat. They have 4 30-goal scorers, 2 guys that are legit 50-goal scorers, and Tavares and Matthews. Tavares is hitting 50 this year. Matthews could hit 50 with his eyes closed if he could stay healthy. They got Mitch Marner having a career year. They got Morgan Riley having a career year. They got Jake Gardiner being a bum as usual. They just got a lot of guys going. So it's killing me. And I thought that the Leafs weren't going to be able to keep this continuing. But now looking at next year with Gardiner off the books and Muzzin in his place and Hainsey possibly going too, clearing up that and getting another young D-man in there, it really looks good for Toronto fans. If you're a Toronto fan, it really looks good for you. If you're a Habs fan, you're fucking disgusted, and let's hope that our Romanov comes up next year or the year after and really bolsters our blue line, or we get a trade and get a really good blue line, and that a couple of these young players like Paling come up quicker. We need to get something going. We need to stay on track with the Leafs. I love how the Habs are doing. I can't sit here and fucking act selfish because of how my team is doing right now. They weren't expected to do this good. They could possibly be a playoff team. We were supposed to be a basement team. We weren't supposed to do nothing with it. Hopefully be going for a lottery pick and tanking all year. That's what that was the hope for Habs fans pretty much this year. But no, that's not the case. We're doing pretty good. So I can't complain. It's good to see Tatar going. It's good to see these guys going. But really, would you rather have Tatar? Would you rather have John Tavares? Would you rather have Max Domi? Would you rather have Austin Matthews? It's a simple question. There's no matter what kind of fan you are, it's just being biased if you say you'd rather have fucking Max Domi, not Austin Matthews. We're talking about a generational talent against a really good NHL player. So yeah, it's killing me. Toronto, you got a big player in Muzzin. He could take you all the way. My cover photo on my Muzzin got traded pick was him holding the cup. Figured Leafs fans would like that because they don't got that many players now that have cup. They have Hainsey, Muzzin, a couple other guys. But no big name guys with cups. And now they got a big name guy with cups. Because Jake Muzzin, he might not be that big in Canada, but in the NHL, he's a very well-respected defenseman. He's not super young, but he's not super old either, so he's very durable. He hasn't took a big beating in his career in LA. He's played some really tough playoffs games, but he isn't a guy that's been like brutalized with injuries and stuff. He got pretty good foot speed. What he lacks in overall foot speed compared to some D-men, like he's not as fast as Gardner and stuff, but what he lacks in that, he makes up for 1,000,000 times in hockey IQ. So yeah, Leafs won that trade for sure. They gave up a first-round pick that isn't going to be very valuable. It's going to be between 25 and 31st, and there's a big drop-off from the top 20 in this year's draft to the rest, a huge drop-off. So LA might not even be getting a very good pick. They gave up Carl Gunstrom, pretty good AHL player, gritty player, could be a decent NHL player one day. Snarly, Brings a lot of great. Leafs could have used that, but you'd rather have Muzzin than that, obviously. And another guy, a prospect, I don't know much about. I didn't do much research on him. I heard Steve Dangle say he was really good in Steve Dangle's video. I watched that earlier on YouTube. Thought he did a good job in his video too. But yeah, I was absolutely fucking shocked that they got Muzzin. I said it in my opinion video. If you go look at my, it's about 3 weeks ago, I made my opinion of the Leafs this year. And I said Leafs are really good, but they need a Jake Muzzin type player to put them over the top, along with a little tiny bit of depth on their lower lines, a grittier player, like a guy like Matt Martin that could skate faster and be more effective, like that kind of player. But that's what I said, and sure enough, they got Jake Muzzin. Next, who knows, they'll probably go get Wayne Simmons, and I'll look like a fucking genius at the same time, be heartbroken. As a Habs fan, is killing me, guys. If you're a Leafs fan, you should be sitting back laughing your ass off right now, because Montreal and Boston can't say much to you. That's for sure. Congratulations, guys. Hope you do go with Muzzin. Just hope you don't win a Stanley Cup, because I'll never hear the end of it. Go Habs, go!